sharing my favorite content creation tool that I use all the time. This is the canvas lab, or it's like a phone holder. You can move it up and down, film in different angles. It's just so convenient to use. You can use this code to get 10% off. I'm going to put the link in the description below. Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to talk about black velvet brushes. So these are my favorite round brushes. And I'm going to do some simple demonstrations, simple strokes using different sizes, so that this video can help you decide which size you might want to get. I also understand that it can be a little pricey for beginners. That's why it's important to see some demonstration first, so that you'll get the best size for you. At the same time, I'm going to do a demo as well of their travel brush set. So I'm going to uncap these later, but it looks like this. There are also 4 sizes in their travel brush version, and I'm going to show you some slight differences between these 2 brushes. Alright, let's start. I just have some scrap paper here, since we're just going to do some simple strokes, and then I'm using this paint over here. This is a size 2 round brush. Okay, first maybe we can do some thin lines. Okay, so you can see that it really is very nice and pointy. It's also very soft. It follows my flow. We can do some like wiggly lines. It feels very effortless to paint using this brush. Now use a size 4 round brush. Even with a size 4 round brush, you can still do some thin lines. Let's do some petal strokes. Do some wiggly lines. Okay, now let's use our size 6 round brush. Now let's paint some petals or some leaf shape. So because the brush is bigger now, we can create also bigger strokes. And again, you can see I can do thin and thick strokes in one go. Right, so this is the brush, the biggest brush in this demo. There are bigger brushes, but I'm going to show you until size 8 only. Even if the brush is size 8, you can still do thin strokes. Let's do some petal strokes. I'm just going to grab some more paint. Okay. You can see right here that when you have a bigger brush, of course, when you press it against the paper, the bristles will fan out more, and you'll end up with bigger or broader strokes that you can use for loose florals. If you want to paint some more details in your paintings, you can go for the smaller sizes like size 2 and 4. But what I love about these brushes is that even if you use the big brush, this is a size 8, I can still paint small details like thin lines because it has a very pointy tip even if it already soaked up a lot of paint. Alright, let's now go through our travel brushes. So it looks like this, and just gonna take off the cap and put it at the bottom so that you have a long handle. Then alright, so my son just woke up and he's now taking his snack in the afternoon, so you guys might just hear him in the background. Okay, so let's start with the size 2 and I'm gonna draw some lines. Okay, it's also very nice, and you can create some thin lines. So with this brush, with the black velvet Voyage line, I feel like I can create kind of more like thin wispy strokes towards the end of each petal stroke. I think the shape is slightly different compared to the regular handle. Okay, so this is a size 4. Okay, now let's get some more paint some petals. I don't know why, but it feels a little bit softer compared to the regular handle. And later on, I'm going to also show you guys just side-by-side comparison of the brush. So I feel like there is just a tiny difference between the two of them. Let's now go to size 6. Okay. Even if I'm using a size 6, I can still really paint some very, very thin lines. Of course, depending on the angle of the brush. And then let's try to paint some petals. Let's get some more color. Okay. Okay, so every time you pick up paint, you really have to tap it on the side to get rid of the excess water. Okay. Now let's paint some lines. This is size 8. Look at that, even if it's a size 8, I can paint some really, really thin lines. Okay, let me just grab some more paint so we can do some petals. Okay, so I don't have any more space here. Let's do the S stroke. Okay, so I did have a little bit of difficulty doing the S stroke, but it might be the angle of my brush. Let's do one more. Okay. So we're done with the demo. This is the brush side by side for these two. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah, Mama is working. So that was my son. If I'm not sure if you heard him. I feel like for size 2, they are actually quite similar. Okay, so this is it up close. Yep, they are almost similar. So let's try the size 4. So for size 4, so this is it. They're also quite similar, but for some reason the Voyage have they have a more pointy tip in my opinion, but I could be wrong. This is just based on my experience. It has a slight difference when it comes to number 4. With okay, let me just show you guys. So I feel like this Voyage or travel brush has kind of a more tapered tip, as you can see, but it's not that obvious. I think it will be more obvious in the bigger brushes. Let's check out the size 6. Okay, so for size 6, this is what it looks like. So you can see it it kind of tapers more towards here compared to the regular handle. I'm not sure if you can actually notice, but when you're using these two, you'll feel the difference. So this one, the travel brush has a more slender feel. Like it feels like it's slightly longer, even though if you compare it side by side, they're kind of the same length. Okay, let's go to the size 8. So as you can see with these strokes for the petals, for some reason I can create these more tapered strokes towards the end. You can see it has more pointy tips. It probably is because of the shape of the brush. So this is a size 8 travel brush. This is the regular handle. Let me just show it to you up close. So you can see right here that the travel brush has more body, like it has more curves. Can you guys see it? So if you have been painting for a while, you will notice the difference between these two. To be honest, there are times when I want to use the travel brush more because I can get some nice wispy strokes. But sometimes if I want kind of fuller or broader strokes, I would use the regular handle. But I guess it just depends on your preference. Alright, so the Black Velvet Voyage, this travel brush set, it's actually quite expensive. So most people just get maybe 1 or 2. I would personally suggest getting the size, it's just a size 8. I think it's a good size if you're painting outside. Next, you can probably get a size 6 or size 4. Personally, I probably would get the size 6, but some people feel that it's a bit too close to the size 8. So I guess if you wanted to paint smaller details, you can go for size 4 and size 8. And for the regular handle, you guys know my favorite two sizes are sizes 6 and 8. But now that I've tried the size 4 and 2, maybe I'm gonna use it some more for the smaller details. So anyway, I hope that this video was helpful in choosing the brush that might work for you. If pricing is your concern, you can probably try just this regular handle first. Then if you're happy with that, you can switch to a travel brush so that when you're outside, you can bring your brushes without worrying about it getting damaged, because you can put the cap on. And when you're looking for a travel brush, make sure that there's a hole at the bottom so that your brush can breathe, and it will also prevent molds. So this is actually a mix of, I forgot to tell you guys, it's a mix of squirrel hair and synthetic hair, in case that matters to you. So that's it for this video. I hope that it was helpful for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to support my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also, if you're interested in more watercolor floral classes, you can check out my Skillshare link below so you can get 1 month free access to all my classes for new students. That's it. I will see you in the next video. Bye!